First off, rest in peace, neighborhood nip. I ain't crip, but I'm on that neighborhood shoot. Building business, it's that black owned. If you hustle, better hustle till your pack gone. If you work, better work till your back hurt. And if you rap, make it better than your last verse. Yeah, more lyrics. Stick and move, Javante
AJ, El Presidente, Eddie Kane University. Hill gon' heal, regardless. You, B. Cannon, Bethel High School, by way of 3-Man Weave, LLC.
Michelle, producer, based over here.
You can catch this wave from the Marlins to the Mariners. Doing things you can't believe. It's the 3-Man Weave.
Yes, sir. What up, good people? You already know what it is. You got your favorite pod, and we back with a brand new episode 221. And it's a real good week. We starting it off with the pregame. We finally got a good one for Thursday night.
Yeah.
Bengals. We got the Ravens. You feel me? So, you got your boy B. Cannon. I got my two bros with me who I got.
Y'all already know who it is. Your boy Hill. And Hill gonna heal regardless, baby. Let's get it.
And you already know who it is. You got your boy AJ. What about when he tried to choke me in Smoke Backyard? Oh, that was different.
I wasn't ready for that one, bro.
Your man's went outside. Your man's went outside.
Hey, man. Hey, where can they find us here? We go get into it.
You can catch us not getting choked up on all major podcast platforms.
Not never.
Ever.
That ain't what it's gonna be.
And we ain't gonna stand there unless you get choked up either.
Yeah, damn right.
You definitely ain't standing there. Hill ain't going for that. I know for a fact.
You catch us all major podcast platforms. 3-Man Weave, Instagram, Twitter, 3-Man Weave _. You can email us at podcast.3.man.weave@gmail.com. Let's get it.
Let's get it, man.
We jumping right to it.
Absolutely.
Draymond, man. We gonna jump right into it, man. Hey,
bro.
Draymond got suspended 5 games for choking out Sacre Bleu, Rudy Gobert. Was this too light? Was it too stern? Or are you fine with the 5-game suspension?
I think it's perfect. I honestly think it's perfect, man. I think you have to send a message, but also I think that America all wanted Rudy to be choked because Rudy is responsible for sending us into quarantine, bro. Like we've never experienced before. So I felt like it was fine. Some people were asking for 10 games in the media. I thought that was a little outrageous. I feel like 5 is the sweet spot. I feel like it sends a message, but you can get Draymond back in 2 weeks. You feel me? So I think it's right where it needs to be.
I'm cool with the 5 games as well. I would have been cool with the 10 based off of the simple fact that they said they took his history into account.
Yeah, that's true.
So if you
Pull
took
history back up,
if you took all this into account, and that ain't even the fact that
ain't even all of it.
Yeah, that's the fact that you're just annoying on a nightly basis.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like 10 games should have been what you should have got if this for Draymond. Like I say, but like I say, I'm cool with the 5. Like I say, send the message. Like I say, nobody really got hurt. It was just embarrassing, So let's keep it moving.
Yeah, I'm right there with you, Hill. But I'm not cool with the 5 games because of the explanation that they gave. If you're taking Draymond Green's history into account, and like we said, this isn't even all of it. You're looking at too many flagrants. Getting the amount of technicals, stomping on Sabonis just last year. These are accumulated. Like we said, these aren't even all of the things that we have. With Draymond's history, actually choking another player. If you're taking that into account, to me, that starts at 10 games. To me, if McDaniel choked Clay or something like that, who doesn't have a history of that, to me, that's 5 games. But you just coming off of a suspension last year of stomping on Sabonis' chest intentionally. You know what I'm saying? So to me, even if he didn't have the other altercations, within his past, and we just went kicking LeBron in the, you know what I mean, stomping on Sabonis, to me, that's 10, because you actually went and intentionally. This wasn't just like, you trying to pull him off of the scuffle choke. This is, hey, go to sleep. Go to sleep. This one of them chokes.
Yeah, he tried to put him out for real.
Call your mama. Call your mama. That was one of them chokes.
But I got a little pushback. When you look at the history, you see one game, then it's 5. That's why I'm okay with it. So it's like the 10 would have been a huge jump. So at least we upped it, and it's like your next offense gotta be 10 standard. But it's like also the second part of my pushback is I truly feel like they are giving them grace, bro, because America, like Rudy Gobert owed America, bro. Because when he rubbed those 2 microphones, Paul, Donovan and him immediately tested positive the very next morning, and we all started saying, "Oh no, this thing's serious now." You know what I'm saying? And the very next day after that, I went to work. They told me, take whatever you can home. You might not be coming back for a while. And so it's like Rudy, he literally started it, bro. So it's like, hey man, you had that karma, bro. And that's why Cat sat there and watched it, because I felt like he was right there. He might have wanted to jump in, but he was like, you know what?
I can't even give you that one. That's why Ant-Man sat right there and let him get choked.
Oh yeah, I mean,
we knew Cat wasn't about to do nothing. He like, hey, nah, hey, let him go. Please, Mr. Draymond, let him go.
All of it.
Ant-Man, like, hey, little shawty, you already know what's up. If it was one of my partners, we can get the record. But I don't really like folk like that.
All it would have took was just one stiff jab, and you could have got Draymond up off your man. Just one stiff one, Cat. Come on now.
Yeah.
Cat, put him in a headlock. You 7 feet tall.
He tried. He tried.
No,
and Draymond put that head to he understood how not to get choked. He did like this. It wasn't a move. Like, you gotta watch it again. I'm telling you. You see it.
Cat was pulling him off like your girl pull you away from a fight.
Facts.
This was hilarious because I've never seen something that universally everybody thought of the same
time.
Like,
what did I say as soon as we seen it come across the timeline?
It's one of the best headlocks of all time.
No, look, not even our community though. This wasn't even just a black community thing. I'm talking about everybody understood universally. This was the headlock that we thought of. Like,
is Jay Will getting credit with saying it first though?
No.
Who said it first?
Bro, everybody said it first. Like, I'm telling you, that's the first thing everybody thought of, bro. The memes, every page posted it. Like,
bro, the craziest part to me was there was not even a basket attempted. It's like, bro, was there beef prior? Because I'm trying to figure out. I watched it several times. I'm trying to figure out what went on. That led to all of that, bro.
But they was just beefing with that. Draymond was trying to beef with Ant. I think was Sunday.
I peeped that, but Ant was, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but like I said, that was Draymond and Ant. So if Draymond and Ant would have got into it, I would have understood. I'm like,
no, because Draymond think he Debo, but he don't be pulling that on them fools around the corner. So he seen his opportunity. He was like, hey,
get him.
I can't do that to Ant-Man because he might, hit me with the yank, and he a little younger. He a little spry. He still got some spring in the ankles, so he ready for it.
Man, if you would have done that to Anthony, that was they would have had to fight, bro. Both teams.
You know what?
I bet you the Timberwolves might have just been like, "Hey, Ant got that." I think they're like, "He got that."
Hey man, but that was funny, bro. Like, when the last time you seen a choco other than Baby Boy? Like, if you ain't watching UFC, like, when the last time you seen a authentic choco, bro?
John Jones would have been proud of that rear naked choke. Like, that was textbook. He locked it, had the crease right perfect. Under the neck, lean the head forward, lock it in.
I'm telling y'all.
Hey, it ain't happening.
Keep playing, Jake Paul. Somebody else gonna jump into this celebrity, the celebrity realm.
You know what I mean? This ain't no Nate Robinson. This ain't no Nate Robinson. He got a little size on him. You know what I'm talking about?
Let's get to it.
Well, since we already talk about fight nights, we got one tonight. You know,
Yeah,
Shakur Stevenson.
that's a good Thursday night, man.
He back on the docket going against Edwin De Los Santos. You know,
Mm.
Edwin De Los Santos. This ain't no pushover
He is
for
not. It's
Shakur,
one of
man.
Shakur's toughest. This is going to be one of his toughest matches.
This is definitely one of Shakur's toughest matches. De Los Santos, he's a veteran. You know, he has some ring experience.
Mm-hmm.
What do we see? You know, what do we see this one
Got
coming
some
out
power
as?
too.
Yeah. What do we what Hill? What do you see this one as? We'll start with you.
I really just want to see, like you said, this is toughest opponent. So I want to see how he reacts to the level of competition. Like you say, we see you breeze by your other opponents. You know what I'm saying? And we see like, okay, your level of victories, we really don't want to give you too much credit on. It's like, okay, who have you fought, Shakur? Okay, now you fight somebody with some credibility. Now let's see how you handle this. You know what I'm saying? Because now you've been doing a lot of talking. You want to fight everybody else. Okay, before you get to everybody else, can you handle Edwin? Because Edwin coming to fight. You know what I'm saying? You know where he's from. Like you say, he coming to fight. So can you handle this? Can you handle this? And once you handle this, I do believe that the other people that you are calling out will have to, acquiesce to some of your demands.
Okay, here with the big SAT word.
You hear it?
You sober, ain't you?
Yes.
Yeah, I do that because that one might have slurred if you had a little bit. But this fight, I'm really looking for Shakur once again to prove that he's in that elite level of fighters. And the same thing that I said, you know, his last fight. Show me you can close a fight. You know what I mean? Because to me, when he outpoints you and he knows he's outpointing you. He starts to get on his horse and moving around the ring and let it because when you actually start like getting into those championship rounds, that's when you want to show that you can step up and you can close a fight. That's what we see with Tank. That's what we see with Canelo. That's what when you get to those elite level fights, it's hard to put someone out. But when you ask someone that's not on your level, put them down in this fight. Stop accumulating these rounds. You don't need that. Put him out and let's move on. And I'm not saying that it's just like Edwin De Los Santos is going to be an easy fight, but if you consider yourself one of those top tier fighters, you want to be that A-level fighter, you want to be in the ring, you calling out Haney, you calling out all of these guys, Lomachenko, Garcia, put them down. Because Frank Martin, because guess what I seen Lomachenko do?
Bro.
I seen Lomachenko put guys down and not play with their food. We've seen, even Teofimo Lopez. We've seen Ryan Garcia. All of these guys who you want to claim to be on the level of,
they've put it on the line.
They've put it on the line. And then like even going with Ryan Garcia, he went up against Tank, stepped up, even when we knew he was stepping out of class. He was letting his hands fly and he was going for it.
Fly. He went down. He did what Hill asked for, bro.
Yeah, let your hands go.
At least if you're gonna go down, that's how you gotta go, bro.
And my final statement is Tank. Tank proved that, hey, Ryan Garcia, you're not on my level. I'm going to end this. I'm not gonna play with you.
Yeah.
Stop calling my name.
Yeah.
Do that. You calling all these other people's names and you over here not even like doing nothing to really impress us to be like, hey, yeah, they running from you, Shakur.
Yeah. Man, wow. I agree with both of y'all. Y'all both said, different things, but with similarities. So I think the one thing that I would say is I think now that I've seen a lot of Shakur fights, because contrary to what Hill thinks, I'm a Shakur fan. Like I've always been a Shakur fan because I like I like a young prospect.
You fell for it. It's the same thing he do to me. Talk about you hate someone.
Yeah.
Now you on here explaining yourself. Right. Talk about, Kenny, you hate him. No, you fell for it. He got you.
But look, the thing is, I think now over watching him, I understand like he's not a knockout guy. You see what I'm saying? So he's a pugilist. So it's like, but to your point, AJ, he does play and get lazy in those later rounds, and it's been against weaker competition. I don't think that strategy can work against stronger competition. We've even seen Haney with that same technique almost get got in later rounds because of that same style that these young people want to do with protecting their. Oh, I want to see you, if you are a pugilist and you are the supreme boxer, I want to see you go out and dominate 12 rounds or at least 10 out of those 12 rounds. Like supremely dominate. You know what I'm saying? It's a boxing match. Of course, you're going to get hurt, recover, protect yourself, and then go back to dominate. And I want to see that. I want this to be a sure victory over a real knockout artist, because this dude's knockout percentage out of 16 fights or 17 fights, he has 14 KOs. So it's like, I would call him a knockout artist. So it's like, all right, this is a higher level of competition. I want to see you put the work in. Once you put the work in here, if I'm convinced you dominate this fight, I have no issue with you calling out whoever you want to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You've done the groundwork in this division. Put the icing on the cake, and then go out there and be the number one contender. And you, blessedly, you'll have the WBC if you win this.
Yeah, so for me, like, sorry. So for me, it's very similar to what you said. He's a pugilist and he's a boxer. He's not a knockout artist. But I liken it to Winky Wright. Winky Wright wasn't a knockout artist, but throughout his 50-something fights, he still got 25 KOs. And Shakur Stevenson has not shown me those type of skill set where it's just like, hey, get out of the ring with me. To me. And it's tough now for him to do it against a fighter like Edwin De Los Santos. But even some of the last fights, it's like, hey, bro, get these dudes out of the ring. Save yourself, save your energy, and end this. And now you putting yourself in this position where I'm saying, I want you to show me something. When you get into one of those fights with Devin Haney, you can go to the toolbox and grab something else.
All right, let me ask y'all this real quick. Do y'all, being, and I'm not knocking it because I'm going to enjoy this Thursday night, but being that Shakur is not fighting none of those top names that he called out, being that he is, the headliner, and he is fighting on ESPN on a Thursday night, do y'all feel like he kind of overwhooped with all of this calling out? Because clearly, if you were a draw, like you would at least be fighting on Saturday night.
I can't go ahead. My fault.
I think this is just a Bob Arum thing. I think there's something new that he's trying. Because, like you said, the fight that we was originally going to get was one of them ones that we wanted to see, and that was going to be on the Thursday night. It was going to be the same exact card. So it's something that Bob Arum was just trying. Like I said, it's something new. I don't know why it's a Thursday. I don't know what is it going to do. Maybe he is the guinea pig to see if it's going to work going forward. I do not know, but like I say, I'm accustomed to seeing fights on Saturday, bro. Like Saturday night, or Saturday, even Saturday afternoon. Some of these overseas joints that we get to see. Like I say, I'm accustomed to seeing fights on Saturday.
And even Friday.
I ain't got no. I'm talking about I'm not disrespecting them. I'm not disrespecting them fight, but I'm saying the real, like you said, the championship fight Saturday, bro. Like you said, even when we had the with Inoue, when he fought on Tuesday morning. Come on now,
right?
That was wild.
But here's my thing. Here's my kind of rebuttal to that, Hill. I think Bob Arum is kind of doing this as kind of a kickstart thing, in a sense, because we all know Formula One is in Las Vegas and it's Sunday. I'm not sure if y'all familiar or if you've seen the doc that they had out. Formula One brings out a lot of money. So I believe he's kind of using this as a kickoff weekend to bring in a lot of money. And the Thursday thing, I 100% agree with you. Thursday seems kind of weird, but this being on ESPN, it's not just a Bob Arum thing, because we've seen Al Heyman do PBC. There was a time because people were clamoring to get some of these championship fights back on regular cable TV, back in the old days, like Ali Frazier, stuff like that. Because so, like, what do I tell you? All of these guys ain't paper. Like, I'm not about to spend. You might be better off getting advertisement deals for a Saturday night, Friday night fight with Budweiser, some casino, FanDuel, DraftKings, whatever. You might get more from that than trying to put something on Showtime pay-per-view or well, no more HBO, rest in peace. But one of these pay-per-view sites, because if you're everyone's talking about we're fighting streaming. Well, if you're fighting streaming, you also have to understand what are people going to pay for. I'm not going to pay for Shakur Stevenson, Edwin De Los Santos on pay-per-view for $99. I might not pay for it for $50. I might not pay for it for $20 if I find an illegal stream.
But this still ESPN Plus though, right?
I'm not sure.
Or this regular ESPN.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it's ESPN Plus, but even if you put it on ESPN Plus, you think about it, it's like $9.99, or you could package it with Hulu, get your whole Hulu, Disney Plus, and ESPN Plus package, and then it's just like, okay, I'll do that for $10.99 a month, or I'll do it for $10.99 and I have all three of these for a month.
And this is what I'm saying. But this is my thing though. Cool. Cool if that's what they got going on. What I'm not about to do is compete with the NFL.
Yeah, no, the NFL is always
going with the NFL because of the Thursday night thing.
Yeah, like I said,
but it's later. I feel like it's 10. It's 10, but it's like you right, and that's why I asked this question. But both of you,
that's the heart of the game.
Bring up excellent points, and that's another reason why I asked this question. Is like I don't. Even if
best believe I won't see none of this fight until tomorrow.
Even if he was trying something new, right? You said earlier, Hill, you made a good point. The Friday night fights that I was talking about, that's a lot of times, those are up and comers. Those are people that, you know what I'm saying? There are some veterans that fight there, but there are veterans who have not had the career that they wanted to, and they're probably fighting up and comers. So it's like, if you know that Friday night fights, people are accustomed to still watching boxing on Friday, why not give them championship level boxing on a Friday night? What the audience is there now. You bring back what they want to see, and you, to AJ's point, you put it on regular TV to bring back the nostalgia, like the Ali days. So it's like, and the Ray Leonard days. So it's like, dang, it's like you could have killed two birds with one stone, but instead you choose a Thursday. And I don't know if it's because of Shakur and his numbers. That was just the journalist in me.
One more thing I would like to add before we move on is I actually don't mind this being on regular TV, but I would say, Friday would have been better, for this fight to not compete with the NFL. But I think more fighters of this caliber should fight on these regular things so you can build your brand. I swear it was probably like 5-6 years ago. What I tell you, Hill, hey, it's this young dude named Ryan Garcia fighting on Friday night fights. Check him out. And you was like, man, I ain't about to watch no, body on no Friday night. You know what I mean? Make sure he got to step his game up. And then come down the line, he was like, hey, this is where he at. And he built up a following because normal people could just tune in and be like, oh, damn, like he kind of cold. You know what I'm saying? And you can start building that rapport or that kinship with a fighter. And so to me, this is why some of these fighters who think they pay-per-view fighters should actually start fighting for free. Devin Haney, start fighting for free because you want to get on pay-per-view and you're worried about your numbers. He's done it. But I'm saying don't be ashamed to continue to do it, especially if you're not having one of these champion versus champion fights.
Facts.
This is your time to build your fan base, and you can monetize that. And I think that's one of the reasons why, like, I was so interested in Ryan Garcia, because I seen him fight, and then you start seeing his social media, you following him, and then he built this ginormous fan base. And now, like I said, even though we thought Devin Haney and Shakur were better than him in that foursome at the time where it was Tank, Devin Haney, Shakur, and Ryan Garcia, what I tell you, Ryan Garcia is probably the biggest draw out the four.
He was. He still is. He's definitely the biggest draw. Like, even when we said it on, it was one of these episodes, but we looked at the numbers, like Tank pay-per-view numbers pre Ryan Garcia. They're the highest, bro. And it's like you can attribute that to the draw that Ryan brought in.
I think, but before we go in depth, and I'm pretty sure that y'all can go in depth once we get the about boxing showing up. That's why I'm cool with one platform getting boxing. Like, I know we were sad about HBO and Showtime is losing, boxing, but it's like, if we get one platform, maybe boxing can get to where we want it to get to. But That's here
But
for
that's not
another
going
day.
that's not going to happen for numerous reasons. But we can get into that one day.
Long as they give us good commentators, if it's one network, bro, and they give us good commentators, I like, bro, somebody need to reach out to Jim Lampley, bro. Like, bring him back, please.
My son coming back, yo.
Bring Roy back too. Like, bro, Roy commentating, bro, boxing is good. Bring Sugar Ray Leonard back. Give us some people, bro, and switch it up. It ain't got to be the same dudes every night. Like Paulie every time, or
Keep
you know what I mean?
Paulie away from me.
Roy back rapping,
What's
bro.
the
I
new
don't know.
dude? Enos? What's the Enos Cantus? Who is it?
Not yeah.
Yeah, you talk about eating ass cancer.
Abner. It's Abner Maris. It's
Abner Mares. Yeah.
same thing, bro.
I was like, hold on, wait a minute. Like, I know I ain't tripping.
I was like,
Ain't he the dude who can't go back home?
Would the world
Ain't
be
he the
free?
political referee?
Oh,
The
man.
political refugee?
Oh man.
But look, what I'm saying is we don't need to hear Abner Maris every time. You could switch it up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, get other people, get Winky right in there. You know what I'm saying? Let's hear from some of these people who we really want to hear different perspectives, bro. And if you're not gonna bring in different perspectives, give us the grace. You know what I'm saying? Reach out to Jim Lampley, like, bro. He was the voice of boxing.
Mm-hmm.
Reach out to us. We got you. We'll
Facts.
hold it down.
If you want some new people, you feel me?
We hold you down.
Hey, it's some let's get to the grits and bacon. How y'all want to do this? Y'all want to start with our picks, or y'all want to talk about some of the races that we got coming down to the wire for the postseason? Which y'all want to start with?
I want to say that second part. I want to say that for after my factor cap.
Oh, right. I forgot. Hold on. You know what? Hold on. Hey.
We absolutely, we had to bring your favorite show.
We gotta bring it back. You did?
Now I told y'all off air what my factor cap was, so y'all might want to let that go last unless y'all got something different. Or we can go. It is what it is.
We here, bro. We shoot. We going.
Hey man, listen, man. Let me get this graphic up right there, man. We get it right there. Factor cap. Buffalo Bills would miss the playoff.
What's their record now?
5-5. I'm gonna go ahead and say fact. You know why? They haven't shown us any reason to have belief in them to be consistent. They're consistently inconsistent. And coming into this season, we already said, hey, y'all window is done. Like that, the way last season ended, it looked really, really bad, right? So now, with the injuries that you have,
I want you to explain why, Sean. Go ahead.
The injuries that you have, the way your defense is looking, you still having the same problems where it was like, hey, you guys need another weapon outside of Stephon Diggs. You need some consistency outside of that. They brought in Dalton Kincaid. It's okay. He's a rookie wide receiver, rookie tight end, and rookie tight ends usually don't come in and make instant impact like that. Dalton Kincaid's been very solid. He looks like he's going to be a really good player, but you don't have someone to stretch and threaten the defense like you want. Gabe Davis is still doing Gabe Davis thing, and everybody talking about everybody's still talking about the whole Bills team living off 13 seconds. That game where Gabe Davis had 3 touchdowns.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they stuck with him so long, and they might have stuck with him too long, thinking he can take a step up. So I think it's tough. I know, Hill. Go ahead.
I ain't really got no reason. I'm gonna just go cap, but I don't really believe in them. But I just feel like 5-5 is kind of where you need to be if you want to make a playoff push right now. So it's like that's the only reason, because, bro, a lot of the teams nobody's record is the teams that I thought their records aren't where I thought it would be. So it's like I'm just giving them a chance. Just based off that, like that's the only reason. But all of your points that you echoed, they're not doing. Like Josh Allen has been incredibly inconsistent. The defense is they can't stop a nosebleed in the words of Bart Scott. You know what I'm saying? They miss kicks. You know what I mean? Special teams is bad. So it's like, I don't know. And Dalton Kincaid has been like a breath of fresh air, but then it's like they can't get Diggs the ball. You know, Gabe Davis will have a good game, but then have a bad game. So it's like, it's really the key word for them is inconsistency, but they have veterans, they have the pedigree. I feel like that's coachable, that's fixable. So that's the only reason why I'll go Cap. And to Sean's point, I do feel like at least a wild card spot. I'm definitely not going with them to win the division.
Okay,
so they can clean up some of their woes to make it at least a wild card spot. Cool. And I'm glad y'all said that. Both of you and Sean said this. I'm in agreement with AJ. It's fact. I believe they're going to miss the playoff. I believe they had an opportunity. I was ready to ask this question last week, but we didn't record. And I didn't want to record. I mean, I didn't want to ask it. You know how the jinx go. They go out there and then they win Monday Night Football, which they should have won. But of course, they tricked it. And with them tricking it, it definitely gave their percentages of them losing the playoff. And me personally, I'm loving how Cowboy Twitter is lighting up Josh Allen and the media for how they're, the selective outrage that they're giving when it comes to his ineptitude, when it comes to protecting the football. And this is the easy time. Oh, the media ain't doing this, the media ain't doing that. And I can easily pile on, but they are doing a great job with that. So you know how we do. We take a different approach. The problem with this team, and unfortunately with the downfall of this team, this has been the same Josh Allen we've always known. Like, he's been leading the league in turnovers. But the same time, he's been making plays. No. Like, did you hear the second part though?
I never took away the second part. I've always gave him the credit on that second part
this whole time.
But we not getting the second part. You feel what I'm saying? We're not getting the big runs. We're not getting the timely throws, the good throws, the clutch throws, the stuff that make you say, "Hey man, I do understand you threw that interception, but man, did you see that 60-yard touchdown pass that he did for the comeback to win the game? Did you see this 50-yard run that he did? That he trucked through two defenders and he dove in the end zone? We're not seeing none of these exciting plays that he has in his arsenal. We're not getting that either.
Did y'all see the Lamar quarterback that I sent y'all, the perfect quarterback that he built? So with that, you see Josh Allen's one specialty. Like, his specialty is arm strength. Nothing more, nothing less. Over the years, he's been on
size and mobility.
I mean, but those like he has good size, but it's like that ain't gonna win him nothing. Like, he ain't trucking nobody over. He'll break down if he tries to run people over. He got to get down and protect himself like everybody else. You feel what I'm saying? Cam Newton was bigger,
he don't do that,
and still couldn't hold up. And that's part of the problem. Like I said, like his one superpower is his strength. Everything else is he's decent at or he's good at. So it's like he has good size. You feel what I'm saying? But that's like, size is not a skill. That's a God-given attribute. So it's like, that's different. So it's like the arm strength is the one thing that he can work on. He can work on being more accurate, but it's like we haven't seen that. You can work on less turnovers. We have not seen that. So it's like, he's my fantasy quarterback, and he has let me down. Like, he has been super inconsistent, like I said, and it's because I felt like when there's not a lot of film out on you and people don't know your superpower, it's easy for them to get got with it. But now that people know, it's like, you had the post here. You said, well, what do they label him as? If the color is different, they'll say, something else. But they label him as a gunslinger, man, because he's just gonna try to fit it in there. And when he misses, they'll say, "Oh, he was just trying to fit it in there," because he got supreme belief in his arm strength. But it's like,
that's
bro,
what's about to get Diddy in trouble, just trying to fit it in there. It's never anything good.
Man, why is everybody trying to fit it in believe in it, man? Like, come on, man. You're the second person I just seen. Like, it's over with. He done. Like,
Hey.
But you know how that goes. Don't nobody believe that would fact check nothing. Like, you
Right,
know what I'm saying?
Nothing, bro.
But back to the Bills though. But at the end of the day, once Milano got injured and Tre'Davious White got injured, this trajectory. That's when everything went downhill. Like don't get it twisted. They lost to the Jets week 1, and then after that, they was beating everybody else. Like,
but it just got tougher and tougher with those injuries, and that's my point. Like, they didn't really do anything to make you feel like, all right, y'all still good. You get what I'm saying?
They didn't do anything like what?
To prepare themselves, to have themselves in a position, without Tre'Davious White was coming off an injury. Kyrie Elam,
you just hit another leg, bro.
What?
Just hit another leg, man.
MVP.
Oh yeah, I put that in the group.
Oh, you hit that one already?
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one I hit. Man, hey, the fours. At the end of the football season, I'm gonna put something in the chat if everything kind of go out, and I need y'all to pray for me and send me $10 to my Cash App because I feel like I deserve it. I feel like I deserve it.
Yeah.
But I just feel like with Tre'Davious White coming off that injury, and
they drafted Elam, like you said,
but they never had any belief in him anyway.
It's a crapshoot. They lost. They missed.
Right. That's what I'm saying. You lost. But then once that happens, and then you lose one of your best players on defense, you never got younger at the safety position for real. Outside of, I think, who they bring in? Was it Taylor Rapp or did he go?
Yeah.
Somebody. Yeah, they brought in Taylor Rapp, but it's just like you're kind of old on the back end.
Yes.
You still counting on Von Miller to be Von Miller, and he ain't been Von Miller.
Absolutely not.
So it's like, what we've been talking about you getting a second option. You brought in Dalton Kincaid, but to me, if you don't have a Travis Kelce type tight end, is that really gonna be a difference maker, especially as a rookie? I don't remember people talking about Travis Kelce's rookie season much. Do you?
No.
So once again, what did you really do to be like, hey, let's elevate this team? You know what I'm saying? And I don't feel like they did that. I think they did things to just kind of like, hey, we're just a play away. We're just this. Yeah, they stood pat. A lot like you see some of these teams, they'd be like, oh, we were just a play away. What did I always say about Jared Goff? The Rams felt they were just a play away from winning the Super Bowl. So they said, all right, we gonna get Matt Stafford. If you just feel like we a weapon away, go secure it with something that you feel like, oh, this is going to do it. And I don't think that they did that.
But
offensively or defensively.
But this is my, and I'm not gonna give you pushback because this is your belief from the beginning. You believe that they wouldn't have closed. So I'm not going to give you pushback on that aspect because you did believe that from day one. But from the simple fact that what if it did work? Like what if their safety was healthy? What if Tre'Davious White what if he was healthy? What if Von Miller had a fountain of youth? Like what if these things hit? Because hold on, we've seen these things hit before. Let's not make it seem like just because these jobs didn't hit, everybody just did a horrible job. No, we've seen teams take this exact same blueprint and it has worked.
But it's like I don't think he's saying that they did a horrible job though. He's just saying they stood pat. Like right. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. They stood pat. They didn't do anything extra. They rested on their laurels more so. And when you rest on your laurels, you take the gamble of if our safeties aren't healthy, if we lose our best defensive player, if Josh Allen starts playing inconsistent and starts turning the ball over. So it's like you took these things for granted. So it's like I that's why I said I agree.
And I understand it.
Right, yeah. and that's what I'm saying, Hill, because we all talk about it numerous times when free agents available, and we be like, damn, hey, if we make that move, that'll put us over the top. What I tell you at the trade deadline, go get Tierre Tart, add some depth, because that's going to be a move where it's just like we're not just going to think, okay, we trust our guys. If things break right, blah blah blah, we have a chance. No, do things to really stake your claim, plant your flag, and say, we were here. Now y'all gotta fucking deal with us. You get what I'm saying? That's what I mean. Because they didn't just like, it wasn't like they were just really one play away. Yeah, you may have been one play away in the 13 seconds game, but then the following year, the Bengals put their foot in your ass. Like, it wasn't like they just were like, it was just a close game. It was like, damn, we just need something to break this way, and that way. No, you got manhandled up front by an offensive line who had tons of backups and had already been mired in disappointment. You got pushed around on the defensive end. But you get what I'm saying? We all knew that their offensive line was a problem then. So once again, like, we all knew, hey, Von Miller's 34. You're expecting all-pro Denver Von Miller to come back off of an injury? No, go out, get a pass rusher, go make a move, add some pressure, help Von Miller. And then if he gets back to where he's going to be, it's only icing on the cake. Do something to plant your flag. That's all I'm saying. They didn't do that. That's why I said their time is done.
Because resting on your laurels, sometimes they made a philosophical change. They tried to go more two tight end tech. They still had. Remember, Dr. Knox was hurt too. They tried to play two tight ends. They tried to run the ball. They tried to improve their offensive line. They tried to run the ball more. Some things didn't work. They did. Hold on. They did They made an attempt to make a change. They just didn't want to just fling the ball all around the yard. And they made an attempt to change. It did not work. So it's like, okay, it didn't work. Let's not make it seem like
I got to ask you. Hold on. Let me ask a question.
Let me make this one point. Go ahead.
When you said they wanted to make a change to a two tight end system, getting Dalton Kincaid and Dawson Knox on the field, when the last time we seen that two tight end system work outside of Ron Gronkowski and Aaron Hernandez, when they had Tom Brady and the best defensive coach in the game?
I'm not saying that it was going to work, but the point was they were trying to take less off Josh Allen's plate to reduce some of these turnovers that they were getting, and they were trying to run the ball more. I
get that, Hill, but my thing is, if that's what you want to do in your game plan, I still feel like you take AJ's approach. You could have went out and got it and solidified a better back. You could have tried to get Zeke. You could have tried to get Dalvin Cook. You could have tried to. Josh Jacobs was unhappy.
They tried to get Dalvin Cook.
You could, but you were unsuccessful. So it's like, try. If I'm a fan, you know how many times people have been to Washington and left out. You think that made me feel good because you threw some BS at a player that deserved a little bit more?
We different because I appreciate an attempt.
I appreciate a real attempt. Like, if you tell, like, if we find out that dang we offer more and he just signed with Minnesota, then I ain't mad. You feel what I'm saying? But if we find out you lowballing like they do in Washington, then I'm just like, bro, you just went through the motions so that you could tell us not to be upset. But I'm upset if you're not offering a real deal that's market value for this player at this time. So it's like,
so I know you said they tried to take more off of Josh. Right. I get that. They tried to take more off of Josh Allen, run the ball and stuff like that. But also in this day and age, there are some things that we see teams do. You can take pressure off of your quarterback where they don't have to go into Superman mode by actually giving them elite talent on the outside. We saw, what do we say? We always saw the change in Josh Allen when Stephon Diggs got there. Mm-hmm. What if you added something along those lines to just make things easier? Remember when they brought Cole Beasley in, it looked like it helped them a little bit just because he had some dynamics and understand a veteran presence on how to find the open zone. I understand bringing in Dalton. I understand bringing in Dalton Kincaid, but once again, how many rookie tight ends have we seen just come in and be like, oh yeah, he changed that offense? But you look at Sam Laporta. Even Sam Laporta they're running the ball effectively. Ben Johnson came in, proved he was a good offensive coordinator the previous year with their weapons. So, and then they got one of the best offensive lines in the game. So this is my last point. This is my last point because I know we got to move on. They have the best offensive line in the game. So you know what they're gonna do. They're gonna run the ball. And then you're going to let Jared Goff minimize it. Y'all didn't build the best offensive line in the game. So even if you like Josh Allen, he's still going to have those Superman moments. And sometimes it's going to come up snake eyes.
Because he's human. Ain't
Yeah,
Superman. And that's what people done figured out.
but we got the odds to make the playoff for these bubble teams in the AFC. We got the highest odds. We got Cincinnati. They got a tough game tonight. You know, you got the Bills with the second highest percentage. You got the Colts. You got the Jets, Chargers, Broncos, and you got the Raiders. To be quite honest, I do feel that shout out to Ray Lewis. I do feel that the Bengals will still find a way to make the playoffs. I got that. I'm not really worried about. I'm really not worried about the Bengals until I have to be worried. I'll say that. Um, the way that they are playing right now, I think the Broncos will find a way to get into these playoffs.
Who said they would win 10 games?
You did. I don't necessarily know that they're gonna win 10 games.
I said they would be a threat, and they damn sure proving it. They started off bad, but they're
They started
starting
off horrible.
Okay,
Looking at these odds, I mean, everything that I said about the Chargers going back to last year is true, man. Go Chargers, go.
Go Chargers, go. So I was actually
Somebody said Bengals go. Sean said Bengals getting cooked tonight.
That's fine. Y'all got the easiest division and can't even win. Oh, hold on, wait, that might be the wrong Sean. Sorry, but
yeah, it did. I'm about to say the easiest division.
Yeah, I'm about to say no disrespect.
He a Giants fan, bro.
No, he a Commander fan.
That's Sean Ford. You right, bro.
I was looking at something else because I thought it was Militello. I'm sorry. Yeah. You're right. My fault. Sorry, Cannon.
Don't you ever disrespect the NFC East like that?
You're right. You're right.
Yeah. Either way, the division tough.
So I actually thought Hill was going to I thought I knew where Hill was going on his factor cap. So I had something where I had a question, and it's like a double-edged sword. So I'm kind of in a pickle, but what we still about to do, we still going to make sure that we. All right.
Well, I want to know the question now, though.
We about to get into the pick your poison because I thought Hill was gonna say the Buffalo Bills gonna make the playoffs, but he shocked me. So now I need y'all to pick your poison. Who do you trust more coming down this final stretch to actually make the playoffs? Is it the Buffalo Bills or the Houston Texans?
Ooh, I like the Texans, man. If I had to pick between the two. For all the reasons that we said before, when we just said that we thought that they would be losing, but they would give a lot of teams trouble. D'Amico, we like their defense. You know, we were optimistic for CJ, but now CJ has shown us, you know what I mean? We don't know if this is him all the time, but we know for this year so far, this is him. Damn, man, if I had to choose between those two, I'm liking the Texans right now because also at this point in the season, it's about momentum, bro. And I feel like they got that snowball rolling, man. And it's almost like they're rolling downhill. So I feel like they only gonna get more confident and they looking to roll over whoever getting away.
It's funny because I'm gonna pick the Texans as well, but think about their offseason. If you go back to their offseason, nobody liked their offseason as well. Nobody liked to pick up and getting Noah Brown. Nobody liked getting Dalton Schultz. Nobody liked getting Devin Singletary. Nobody liked getting Perryman as the linebacker. And it was another cornerback that they got from San Francisco. Nobody liked none of the moves that they made. They said he was all okay moves based off the salary cap that they had. These are all okay moves. They were like, yeah, these are all okay moves. These, keep them, cool, but they hit. Now you see the difference between now when you hit. Now he looked like a genius, right?
Hey, hit.
You gotta hit it. But I'm saying now you can see the vantage point of seeing something hit and something hitting.
Gotta peep the science.
But yeah, I'm definitely liking what the Texans are doing. I definitely got way more faith in the Texans as of right now than I got in the Bills.
Yeah, and I think with the Texans, their slate to end the season is a little bit more manageable than what you would have as the Bills because I was actually talking. I was talking with Hill. Over some wagers that dudes was trying to put in. And I looked at the Buffalo Bills remaining schedule. Being a first place team, you have that first place schedule to end your season. And it's kind of rough. Like to end the season, the Buffalo Bills. Yeah,
You supposed to be them. I ain't gonna listen.
yeah.
I ain't gonna drop one tier for them, bro.
Oh, I'm not dropping a tier, but what I'm saying is when it comes down to the end of the season, they got some shit that they got to deal with, bro. They still got to eat. They have a consecutive slate of the Kansas City Chiefs, the the Philadelphia Eagles, Kansas City Chiefs, the Dallas Cowboys, and then the Chargers, and then they end the season in Miami, which could come down for the division and them to have a chance to make the playoffs. Like the Texans still got the Cardinals, they got the last place schedule, so they got the Cardinals, this week. I think they still got they got some division games with the Colts, Jaguars. I think they got the Titans still, but
they've already beaten teams over 500. Like
exactly, they just beat the Bengals, who everybody was like, "Oh, the Bengals are back. The Bengals are hot."
Yeah,
honestly, without some late heroics, they tripped. Like they really kicked the Bengals' ass the first half of that game. They was up 20-7.
You know why the Bengals lost that game, bro?
The trenches. Don't get.
Because I would have hit some serious paper if y'all would have won, bro.
You the problem.
You the reason. You the dog, motherfucker.
Yeah.
So look, we got this graphic up here, right? This is the NFC with their odds to make the playoffs, right? Okay, we got the Bucks, and we got the Falcons. I don't know why the Green Bay is up here. The Commanders and the Rams, right?
What's the Bucks record?
Is this still cool?
But ain't the Falcons leading that division?
No, the Saints are technically.
Yeah.
Technically. It's nasty over it. It's nasty.
Yeah,
what's the Falcons record? I'm trying to figure out why the discrepancy in that much percentage between those two teams.
So the Saints are 4-6. The Saints are 5-5. The Falcons are 4-6, and the Buccaneers are 4-5.
Mm-hmm. And I don't think that should give them that big of a.
Oh yeah, because first off, the Bucks played the 49ers Sunday, so I don't know why.
Because that's gonna be another loss.
Yeah, so I don't know
what I'm saying. So it's like,
yeah. The
and it ain't like when we've seen the Bucks win, it ain't like they've won convincingly. So it's like, bro, they are barely winning games when they do win. So it's like, I'm not understanding why they have them overwhelming.
Yeah,
if they're not gonna win the division.
Don't focus on the graphic right now.
Not my fault.
But no. I feel you.
I'm going with the Falcons though. If you ain't noticed.
That's not even my question though.
Oh.
Because my question goes back to, and it ain't got nothing to do with nobody on the graphic, but it goes back to Mac Jones. Mac Jones has lost the locker room. They ready to bench him. It's obviously that this is it for him in New England, right?
Mm-hmm.
But we've seen in Atlanta that
they need a quarterback.
That Desmond Ridder ain't it. Tyler Heineke is Tyler Heineke. He's a good serviceable backup. You know what I'm saying? Also, we've seen Caleb Williams spook the Cardinals back to Kyler Murray coming back to this.
Listen,
Kyler Murray won last week. So my question: pick your poison.
Mac Jones
or Mac Jones for Atlanta quarterback.
I'm not going to get Mac Jones. You see what I'm saying? So it's like I'm just Ridder it is, bro. So I feel you, but it's like I'm not going to get Mac Jones, bro. I'm not doing that. Like I can do better. You know what I'm saying? I can just stand pat and draft a quarterback, bro.
I think the problem is they won too many games. They in that sweet spot of now they're gonna have to give up the farm to go get a quarterback.
So
hold on. But here's my thing. I know
Howell was a quarterback that wasn't in that top tier quarterback, bro. And I've always said it. And remember, he was high on my list. If y'all remember my top 5 that year.
Mm-hmm.
So I think he was number 2. And he was like, oh, who is he? And this is before I even knew that we were going to draft him. This was just off my analysis, bro. Like, you got to look at just the basis of what the quarterback can do, man. Can he get into his drops? Can he get into his read? Can he actually spin it? You see what I'm saying? And you can start finding a guy that can play the position. Someone you don't have to get a Caleb Williams. You don't have to get a Drake May to get a serviceable quarterback. That's what messed them up with the Desmond Ridder, thinking that they gotta get up there and get one of those guys.
They could have got him in the third.
I mean, he still was a big name though. He kind of slipped. You feel me?
So But Sam Howell actually was projected to be a first rounder, and he slipped damn near all the way to the fifth.
He
So it
did
happens.
too.
But hold on. Remember in the offseason, I killed the Jets and the Falcons I killed the Jets for being digging their feet in the ground for only wanting one quarterback. And then I said the Falcons, hey, why are y'all not making a move? Your division is up for the grabs. Do you remember what quarterback I'm talking about?
Lamar Jackson.
Like, you had
but we knew that they couldn't have got him though, bro.
Yes, they could have. Like they didn't try. The Falcons didn't like when they signed him to that tag where you could say, hey, we gonna offer you this. And when we do that, they have to match. Nobody did it.
I thought we felt like we all said at the time like they would just match it, bro.
But that's what I'm saying. Make them
match.
But it's like I don't even want to. If I can't get them, I'm not participating in y'all fiasco. That's how them teams felt, bro.
Shit, if Lori Harvey said, "Hey, send me your number," I might call you, but I might go back to one of my exes. I'm gonna send it. I'm gonna send it.
And from the moment you send it, you have 365 days, bro. The clock is ticking.
That's cool. I'm cool with that. But guess what? I'm gonna get my chip. I'm gonna get my chip. I'm not gonna shoot blanks.
You make a valid point, but I just think to you also made this point. You were a believer in Ritter, bro.
No,
so they
hold on, wait.
So they had to try it.
No, I was not a believer in Ritter. I'm saying for what Marcus Mariota is doing, y'all might as well give Ritter a shot. He can't do no worse. He did worse, but damn, you at least
like what I was saying that at the time, bro.
Yes, I'm
because I remember asking him. I used to be like, "Yo, Ritter, what wasn't I asking?"
To me? No, we're not doing that. I said, "Hey, y'all not even letting Marcus Mariota throw the ball. At least let Desmond Ritter not throw the ball and see what you got." Yeah, I think it was that Buccaneers game. That Buccaneers game, he threw like 5 passes. I'm like, "Hey, put your rookie in. At least see.
That's the second time you done came, baby. I ain't gonna keep.
Yeah, because you the one. You the one that started all this. You ain't changing the narrative. You putting the narrative on me. We didn't land on Plymouth Rock. Plymouth Rock landed on us.
So this is. I know we got to move on. We about to move on to our picks, right? Shout out to Michelle. She's in the building.
What's up, Michelle?
So we just all done with Mac Jones?
Yeah, bro. Like if I was a team that didn't have a quarterback, I am not looking at a failed quarterback, bro.
He'll get another chance.
I know he will get another chance, but I think it's for a team that's more built. You see what I'm saying? Like, all right, you know what I'm saying? We got somebody injured. We just need you to fill in short term. You know what I'm saying? But it's like if I don't have a quarterback and we suck everywhere else, like bro, Mac Jones is not the answer, bro.
Kyle Shanahan is gonna call him. Trust me.
But that's a great. So it's like I can understand that.
That's what I'm saying.
Kyle Shanahan, like I could actually see that, but it's like it's no reason to right now, right?
He might. You even look at all of them systems. He might end up being a backup for Shanahan because they always get quarterback injuries, and then he gonna be somebody that jump in. He might go to Sean McVay. Matthew Stafford can't stay healthy, so it's like, all right, look, let's see what we could do. Yeah. You could be the next up. He gonna get some chances. See him
going to like the Falcons or a team that's trying to that needs more. You know what I'm saying?
He might fuck around and go to Minnesota if they can't.
Because I feel like if Mac Jones goes to the Falcons, you get the same. You are the Patriots now.
No, because you got better weapons than the Patriots.
I just feel like, but once you bring in Mac Jones, those weapons will be null and void.
That's the problem, though. It's like he don't. We'll
get there.
Ain't spend too much time on Mac Jones. We got to go.
Let's do this rapid fire for AJ, man.
All right, but listen, there we got the Thursday night game. We got the Bengals. We got the Ravens. Hey, y'all 0-14 on the road in primetime games. Bro, I seen that stat and immediately said I'm going with the Ravens. I'm sorry.
Like, yeah, I'm just going with the Ravens too, man.
That's cool because before Joe Burrow, we was 0 whatever in playoff games. Okay, that's cool. Before Joe Burrow, we was after the Andy Dalton years, we was like 5 and whatever in primetime games. Mm-hmm. All right, cool. You know, I understand it's a tough one on the road, but you already know who I'm rocking with, so we can go on to the next one.
Yeah,
All
facts.
right, go ahead, AJ.
We got the Cowboys at the Panthers. I
All
think
right.
this should be a unanimous one. We going with the I'm going with the Cowboys.
Yeah, I'm going with the Cowboys.
I'm going with the Cowboys.
All right, this is actually to me. This is a tough one to call.
No, it ain't.
The Pittsburgh Steelers versus the
It
Cleveland
kind of
Browns.
was. It kind of was, man, because Deshaun is out. But I went with the Browns, man. I feel like they got the better defense. Kenny Pickett, get him out of here, man. So it's like I was high on Kenny Pickett too, man.
I got the Steelers until DTR showed me that he's ready to handle a regular season game. He got to show me. Until then, I'm going with the Steelers in ugly fashion. The game might be 9-3.
Oh, this is definitely going to be one of them ugly games. But I think that
that defense can score though.
I like that's what I was about to say. I think this Cleveland defense is going to put pressure and have suffocating coverage on those Steelers receivers, and it's going to force Kenny Pickett into some bad mistakes. I'm going to Cleveland Browns.
Yeah, man.
All right, next
we see this in Monday night game. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, next up we got the Detroit Lions and Chicago Bears. I'm going Detroit easy, even with Justin
absolutely, man.
I'm definitely
none of one of AJ teams that he was.
All right, man. This is not what we're gonna do because y'all know I'm about to leave, and I ain't trying to defend myself. All right,
that's why he did.
Exactly. Green Bay Packers at home versus the Los Angeles Chargers. Go Chargers, go!
Yeah, facts. I'm going with the Chargers, but I got a funny feeling that they're gonna lose just because every time I pick them, they lose because I rarely pick them.
I'm going on the Chargers too as well.
I'm going Brandon Staley hot seat. I'm going to Green Bay Packers.
That's smart. You need to make up ground. You need to be going opposite of me pretty much every pick.
All right, next up we got where'd I leave off? Oh, the Houston Texans versus the Arizona Cardinals.
Oh, I got the Texans.
Oh yeah,
I definitely got the Texans.
All right. Tennessee Titans versus the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Jags.
Yeah, I got the Jags too, but
this is a tough one for me. I'm going Tennessee Titans because I think they're gonna be able to get into Trevor Lawrence's face and give him some issues.
Man, who's the starting quarterback this week?
Will
Levis.
Yeah, bro. After last week, don't talk to me about the Titans, bro.
All right. We got the Miami Dolphins and the Las Vegas. I almost messed up. The Las Vegas Raiders.
Yeah, that joint has tripped me up a few times.
This one they
got the Dolphins, bro.
Yeah, this one they Cinderella story in.
This is the tough one. This is the Josh.
If they win this joint, they really got us in it. But this might be a good play for your parlay if you want a long parlay. This throw Oakland on there. You know, dang, they got me just that quick.
He fell for it right at the end. I'm going with the Dolphins too. All right, next up we got an NFC matchup versus the Washington Commanders and the Danny DeVito led Giants.
Bruh.
Don't say nothing.
We lose this game,
no. Commanders, goddammit. We ain't gonna
lose this game, bruh. We just lost to the Giants before.
Didn't they have Daniel Jones though? Or Tyrod?
They had Tyrod, bro.
Exactly. Better than Daniel Jones. That makes sense.
They ain't got Daniel Jones this time. They got the other dude.
Exactly. That's why this ain't even a question. They got Danny DeVito. Tyrod ain't walking out the
Washington loses games like this, bro. Classic Washington.
Not this one. Y'all might beat them by 17.
Another long shot on your parlay.
Giants,
Las Vegas. I'm trying to tell you.
I'm going to do Washington Commanders.
If they both win,
minus 17 and a half.
Watch. I'm putting New York
17 and a half.
Giants, Las Vegas, and then I'm going to take an anytime touchdown score from both of those games, bro. And watch. I'm going to hit.
Commanders on the way.
All right, we got the San Francisco 49ers versus Tampa Bay Bucks. I'm going San Francisco.
Gotta go San Francisco, man. I don't believe in the Bucks.
Easy. All right. One of our teams we discussed heavily today. We got the Buffalo Bills at home versus the New York Jets.
Let me see who
I got the Bills, man.
Yeah, I got the Bills.
Sure. Yeah, I got Buffalo.
Yeah, I picked
See,
the
that's another game.
Zach,
that they can
Zach
have.
Wilson beat the Bills twice in the season.
Y'all
You will
need this for
be-
y'all factor cap to come true.
You
This
will
is pivotal.
beat this team twice in the season. You will.
This could be the one to
They,
seal it.
they will
Mhm.
stop. They will not hate you as much. New York Jets by 3.
Because if they lose to the Jets with their remaining schedule, it's going to be
It's
ugly.
tough.
Yeah.
It's
You know what
tough.
I'm saying? So it's like this could seal it. Like y'all, you know what I mean?
All right, we got the Los Angeles Rams versus the Seattle Seahawks.
I got the Seahawks, man.
All right, the Seahawks too.
Yeah, I got the Seahawks as well. So that's a clean sweep.
Payback
This is
game.
actually a surprisingly close game, a tough game to pick here.
Yeah,
Oh,
well,
who
it
was gonna say
was,
that?
man. But I feel like we kind of talked dirty about Pete Carroll the last few years. I feel like he's kind of redeemed himself, man, over that
Yeah.
last 18 months.
Yeah, definitely. I'm sorry, I was moving a little fast, but I was actually talking about this game. That's a little bit tough to pick. Is the Denver Broncos versus the Minnesota Vikings?
It ain't
I
tough
had
to
a
pick
tough
with me.
time picking that one, man.
This is
But I went with the Vikings, though.
I went with the Broncos, bro. That Cinderella
Josh
story about
Dobbs,
to end.
boy.
That Cinderella story is going to end
Big
as well.
Josh Dobbs.
yeah. I got the Broncos as well because I think Josh Dobbs he's gonna have a tough time trying to only go to one side of the field with Patrick Surtain out there. I think it's gonna be tough on him.
This is what I've say all the time. Like I've said this about a lot of mediocre quarterbacks. If they would just have some weapons, bro.
It don't curl, man.
He's like, bro, he got traded from Arizona to the Vikings, bro. If that ain't a quarterback's dream mid-season, bro, I feel like the stars might be aligned for this dude. So it's like, hey, man, go out and let it fly, Josh. You ain't got nothing to lose, man. Let
Yeah.
your rocket science brain do what it does, bro. And I feel like, hey, man,
All right.
they got a chance.
All right, we got the Monday night game, the Super Bowl rematch, Kansas City Chiefs versus the
See who I
Philadelphia
picked.
Eagles.
Pat Mahomes done pissed me all the way off, man. This man throwing for his average yards per game been disgusting this year, man.
Yeah. That's
I'm still going Kansas City Chiefs in this game, even though Pat has been struggling. I don't think it's for a lack of, Pat being it's not a lack of Pat being great. I just think it's the team around him. But I do think that this defense is tough. This defense has been holding stuff down. And I think with the lights on, being at home, I think Pat Mahomes gonna get some stuff done. And I called it on There's No Crying in Fantasy yesterday. Big game from Rashee Rice in the slot.
Yeah, man. I'm going Philly, man.
Yeah. I had Philly as well. Only reason I got Philly is because
they're a better team.
All right.
Yeah.
All around, they're a better team.
They coming off a bye week, and it's the only reason. I know the Chiefs coming off a bye week as well. It's just the fact that, like I said, the things that the Eagles needed to work on was just, they needed a break and they needed a reset. The things that the Chiefs need to work on is getting these receivers to actually play like wide receivers. And like we can hope for Rashee Rice to play. We can hope for Sky Moore to do something. Kadarius Toney, exactly. We can hope for they do something,
Bro,
but like they
get
showed
Kadarius Toney all the way away from me, bro.
Exactly. So that's what I'm going with. The Eagles.
All right.
All right. Well, we got the Thursday night football game coming up. We got the fight coming on right after that. Like I said, AJ about to leave. He got his wings already sizzling. You know what I'm saying? Cannon about to find him something to eat. You know what I'm saying? And I finished my water. So yeah. Y'all know y'all catch us on all major podcast platforms, 3Man Weave, Instagram, Twitter, 3Man Weave _. You can email us at podcast.3.man.weave@gmail.com. I'm Hill. That's AJ. That's Cannon. Y'all the fours. And we out.